Morning, folks. Today we're gonna go out and install the Muddy Quick Sticks. This is a 20-foot ladder out on my stand. It's a permanent stand location where I saddle hunt, so there's no need in me sticking up a tree constantly when it's a permanent location. So I'm gonna put these on. I'm gonna test them out. I've seen them. I've thought about it, a long time, and I got them at Walmart for like 60 bucks. So we're gonna give it a try and see how we do. So come along with us. We'll meet you in the woods.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
I got bolts and everything.
Mm-hmm. May need to run back for a few more tools.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, want to run back and grab a 1/2-inch socket.
Okay.
And a 1/2-inch wrench, I believe.
Okay.
Bolt. Metal washer first. Plastic washer.
And just slides on through. Plastic washer.
Metal washer. Oh, there's the boogs. Alright, so these things are pretty simple. You're gonna need 1/2-inch line wrench, 1/2-inch socket. You get 4 bolts for 4 sections. Bolt goes in, plastic washers against the metal washers against your nut and your bolt, and it just goes on just like that. Tighten them down. Don't want to tighten them down so far that it bends the metal here. So J45. Then they got these pins, and these pins secure the sections together. So we'll see how that is. I might have to stealth tape some stuff, just due to noise or whatever. But we got 5 cam buckles, 1 buckle for each section.
Try to make sure there's no twists in it.
Yeah. So this is going to be backed off and flipped around. Like that. Cam buckle it.
Naturally. They are pretty stiff.
So these went up pretty easy. It wasn't bad. Everything's easier in a saddle. There's definitely some banging and clanging. So what I think I'll do is fill this with non-expanding foam insulation. Try to fill up as much of this as I possibly can here, and that should help some things. But of course, right now I'm installing, so I'm close and I'm back. But when I am climbing this to the tree, it's not going to be that loud. Yep, so here we are in the stand. So far, I mean, the ladder installation was easy. There are some, downsides to it, but as with everything else, there's downsides to just about everything. You can pick it apart, but like I said, these little cavities right here inside, I fill those with like some non-expanding foam. That would help deaden some of the sound. Easy installation. It's pretty nice. We had to flip around some of the bracketing here just because of the way the ladder lined up. We just slapped them together because I don't read directions. So I would say before you put it on the tree, when you're putting it together, put it together on the ground to make sure your steps alternate all the way up. You're not getting double steps on one side. But outside of that, quick, easy installation. I'm about 18 feet right now, maybe a little more, maybe 19 feet at my platform. I only have about, call it 18. I got about 2 foot from there to here, 20 inches or so. But that's fine. I may move my platform up to here, but I don't really know that it's necessary. Most of the time, it's just a hassle, especially if you're coming to a permanent stand. To my opinion, if you're coming to a permanent location, this is on my personal property. This is not a public hunt. On a public hunt, I use the one stick because it's so versatile. But when I'm out on my property and I'm hunting just my own stand location, a one stick to me doesn't make sense to go up and down that thing if I'm just leaving my platform here. This Cruiser Seeker is probably one of the most comfortable things I've ever stayed on. I really like the Mobile Hunter or the Treetop Outdoors Mobile Sniper because it does have they come with the angled platform. That's really nice. Here comes Noah with my screw-in things. I put these screw-in steps here just for bow holder and backpack holder, quiver holder, all in, but they're just too big. So we got these here. We got these little ones here from Walmart for $1. So what's the plan here?
Plan is we're gonna go up and basically do the same thing at your stand, except I'm still one sticking. I'm gonna attach these 3 hooks right here for my bow hooks. That way there I can take my mobile bow hook down, I guess you could call it. And I can have a permanent one up there so when we go to hunt public, I can use my regular bow hook. And we've got these 3 bow hooks right there that Dad took down from his stand.
They're just steps, screw-in steps.
We're going to use them kind of as like a ring of steps almost. This here is my Hawk Helium 1 stick that I just kind of built off of Amazon. I've been kind of checking out the Treetop Mobile Snipers and a few other brands.
But until you settle, this is
kind of my one stick.
Looks like you got some grip tape on there that you modified.
Yep, put some grip tape on there.
The gear tie, yeah.
Yep, I'll kind of show you how that works. The gear tie makes quite a difference when climbing. So you just kind of set this here on the tree. It's easier to go up around the platform, so you can kind of reach around like this. Grab it. See my bow hook's right there. Oh well, I'll be moving. So we're just gonna kind of get that set in place. Go around it. On that loop.
So he goes around the button on the Hawk Helium stick twice and then down into the cam buckle. Got about a month away from opening bow season here in Tennessee.
Watch Noah. Let's see here. So I just kind of get set up kind of loosely on top of my platform before I make my first move. That way there I've got plenty of slack to kind of hug the tree, reach down and grab my gear tie to pull that, and then I just kind of give this guy here a good little pop, and then he comes undone. I'd like to stay on this side of the tree, but kind of pulling me this way. See, I've got to make an adjustment. This time I try to go inside of my bow rope. Get that set. I don't really want to be right under my platform. Oh, I gotta pick myself up and swing around this way on the back side here. Tighten up. Ouch.
Do you want the drill and the hooks right now while you're at head height right there where you're...
Yeah, actually.
So you're just drilling a little pilot hole then?
Yep. Just kind of getting a good starting point to drill into. I see these things are going to be kind of hard to drill in. Oh, there we go. Once it's started, it's pretty easy. I use a little bit of muscle.
I two-hand them.
Yeah, they're a pain.
That's good. That's probably good.
You think?
Oh yeah. Especially with your weight.
Oh, yeah, I ain't
Me, I'm a big guy, so...
I bet you couldn't believe you are getting that way.
You could look for mushrooms. You see any?
Not a mushroom. What is it?
I don't know. Look on the ground over by Roxy.
I thought there was the one man in the woods yesterday and there was none. Mommy, get that mushroom up top.
Let go.
Mom, I want to get that. A mushroom.
There you go. That's good.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
There's no mushroom.
Oh, I forgot to loop that. This here might be a little tricky. Not my favorite position. I'm gonna go up to about here. Knee pads definitely make it a little easier.
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, definitely when you're one sticking. You do a lot of knee work.
Stump. Now, tighten up your...
Ratchet.
that. Get yourself up there where you can kind of hang. And then use your toes to bring your platform against the...
One thing I want to do is get it over so it's not pulling me to the left so hard.
Is oh, it looks like your thing is pretty well against the tree now. One thing about hunting,
Process.
there's always something that you find that can be easier or lighter or more efficient or whatever. But I mean, these are permanent stands, so there's no sense in having temporary stuff up there.
Right.
As I'll make it permanent. And the permanent stuff that we're actually putting on is really not permanent. It's 4 screw hooks. You just got to watch the growth of the tree because the tree will grow right into them.
And should I do one right in the center?
So we got bow hook, backpack hook, and a accessory hook right there. You can hang deer calls, quiver, whatever on. And that, folks, is how you one stick and set up your tree in Hey Dudes. So let's check out this belay device here. This is the Gree Plus. And this is the rappel line. So you got, it's kind of like fishing. You got a main line here that runs up. And then you got your tag line down here. And when you run it over top of this device, it's got this little lip. It improves the friction, it improves the work of the device. It's how it's actually made to run that way. So when you run the tag line back through your carabiner,
It pulls it over
like
top
that,
of this lip.
it keeps it over top of this.
Sometimes
So-
it has a tendency to go like that.
Right, and you don't want that because your handbrake can be in that mechanism can be impeded.
Right.
So
Yep.
we run it back through, and then this device, as weight is applied, the friction mechanism
Kind of pinches it.
pinches the rope. Now you can let go. Now there's all friction hanging right there. It's pinched.
Yep.
So now work the release device. There's a handle on the back right there, and as you pull down on that, however hard you pull back, that's, you know, increases or decreases the amount of friction you're applying to that device. So in the event of I'm getting out of control on a descent, all you have to do is just let go of that device and it reapplies the friction. Now when you put body weight to it,
Pinches. So
throw
it
that
goes
over the top, stops, and a,
really quick
Yeah.
matter of seconds.
yeah, be a short drop with a sudden stop.
No, normally, like when we're out hunting, we have a prusik knot that we connect right here as like a secondary backup. So,
And that would connect to your lineman belt.
Yep.
So on these tree saddles, you got a bunch of molly straps here. On mine, I have dump pouches that I can hold my Prusiks, extra carabiners, whatnot. Today is Noah's birthday.
yeah.
Happy 15. Pretty impressed, you know, 15-year-old. He, you know, works on his own hunting gear, makes his own stuff, and, you know, looks around and does the research, and, you know, goes with probably the cheapest option first before diving headlong into the most expensive options.
Kind of why I decided to go with the Hawk Helium one stick setup.
Yeah, and for what we do, and, you know, for how long we sit. Right now we're not doing 12, 13, 14-hour sits or all-day sits.
Right.
Um,
And this platform here is really, you know, like it looks really small, but in the grand scheme of things, you really don't.
yeah, you're really just hanging off the very end of it anyway.
Right.
I would say somebody with like a size 13 and above boot
That might get a little cramped.
might get a little cramped. But anybody that's I would say
I'm
probably
an 11 and a half, and my feet were
12 and down. Thing we're gonna do too is get rid of these pins
Yep.
and actually put some bolts in there, and that'll really stiffen that up.
'cause that's just
So-
a lot of noise.
I mean, people say what they want about Hawk stuff, but
It works.
it works. It gets you into hunting. It gets you up in the tree. And is it the best product on the market? No.
It's definitely
Is it-
some of the cheapest.
Is it efficient? Yeah. Is it proficient? Yeah. I mean, we've been using the helium sticks now for what, 3 seasons?
Yeah, I mean,
And, you know, they're holding up. I had one bend on me, but that wasn't due to the
stick.
stick. That was due to my other son playing on it, and you know, probably a lot of me climbing it because I'm a bigger guy, so that puts a little more stress on things. That'll conclude another White Pioneers video. Old Ruger having a heyday.
Freaking banshee.
All right.